Okay, day 96. So we're gonna do day 96 while Jeremy is cooking. Super excited tonight is the live noonday trunk show that my dear friend Paige and her husband Rico are gonna do from Florida in a few hours. So 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not sure when I'll get this video uploaded. But really quick, just want to show you guys. So we're doing a noonday trunk show to help the orphanage get some solar panels so that they can have running water and electricity all the time. If we can get that done, then we can also upgrade their appliances so they can have a deep freezer so they can keep their food cold instead of having to always have fresh food. And they cook over kind of an open flame. They do have an oven now, but if they can have 24/7 electricity, that makes a big difference. So Jeremy's made a healthy choice of pancakes and french fries. Aren't you, babe?
Yes.
Yes, so we're going to do this since we're kind of pushed for time. I want to show you guys the noonday stuff that I'm wearing. So this is the Verona pearl necklace made in India. And then this is the saltwater necklace made in Uganda, and the saltwater stack bracelets also made in Uganda that match. And these have really held up good even in Africa, like even at going to the orphanage, the kids like to play with them and stuff. These are the opaque glass bracelets, and you can buy these. They're made from hand-blown glass. You can buy these in, there's 9 colors. I just brought 2 with me. And then the pearlescent bracelet. It's elastic too. So my wrists are, I thought my wrists were on the smaller side. And then someone was asking me questions about the sizing of certain like noonday stuff. So I was like, huh. So I measured my wrist. My wrist is actually very average. It's 7 inches all the way around. Like a 7-inch bracelet fits me nicely. So I don't have a small, but my ring size is small. I wear like a size 6 ring, which I feel like is on the smaller side for someone that's as tall as I am. But my wrist and my hand. So this is from the glass. This is from the gold ring bar, and you get to pick. So this is an elastic. So this is the small, and then this is like a size 7. So it's a little loose, but it stays on good. And my other rings the prongs were loose on my actual engagement ring, so I didn't bring that before we left. I just had to leave that at home so I didn't lose my diamond in Africa, because that would be bad. So other things that I kind of have on hand that are noonday, not to make this all about noonday, but just because we are working hard for these kids, is this little Kawa coin pouch. That's been really great. Let me grab one more thing too. I wanted to show you guys. The fundraisers have been really successful, so that's good. They can see you, love.
I know. I'm busy.
I'm just ignoring the people.
Yes. Trying to feed my family.
Did we talk about the lizard in the sink yesterday on our video?
I think so.
Oh, that was still painful. I can't wash dishes till I forget about it. This is the black crossbody fold over leather bag. So this is made in Ethiopia. So I have it jam-packed with stuff, so it makes a really good crossbody. I wanted to show these things on this video. I'm gonna post them in there too. A really good crossbody. It looks kind of big here, but you can easily move the strap so the strap just pops off. And you can put any strap you want with this. I brought the actual strap because it tightens up. So let's say I take some of my junk out that I have in here. I have like a Ziploc bag in case somebody gets car sick again. I have my money, stuff like that. But let's just get it down to like a reasonable amount of stuff, not like a mom purse, but like our copies of our passports are in there. Okay, so zip closure, and then you can fold it this way. And so it's got a pocket in the back, and then it's a fold over. And then it has these on the front that hook. So then it's a true fold over bag. And then it's more like a clutch than it is like a crossbody. So you could take the strap off. You could do it like this. Here in Africa, I've actually done it like this and just tighten it up, kind of like a fanny pack, and then just like put it under my clothes like this so that no one can rob me. And if you turn it around, it actually lays a little flatter, and I would have less stuff. But like on the days that we're just like going to like street markets and stuff, and I don't want it to be out where someone can just take it, that's what I've done. Okay, so these are some things that Paige cannot show you guys, and so most of the people that are watching our YouTube videos know. In the description of this video, there is the little shopping link, and that this show for the orphan home is not going to go on that long. It's being wildly successful. We got a lot of cash donations too, so you can give a tax-deductible cash donation directly to the website of our agency, or you can give to our Adopt Together for orphan care. Just put orphan care in there. But we really appreciated it. So today we didn't go to the orphanage. Today we're chilling here. We haven't had any progress on our stuff yet, which we're really hoping for progress, but we haven't. We went to the beach and just sat around. There was other guests here too, so some of the vendors that we talked to a lot were able to have some new customers other than us because we don't have any more money to give them for things. Jeremy's slaving away over there. We got all of our light bulbs. It was getting dark. Our light bulbs kept burning out, so they came and changed our light bulbs today, which was a bigger deal than we thought. But anyways, what else? Anything else you can think of?
Just another day. Did you give the day count? I don't know if you did or not.
This is day 96 of 2024. Overall for our adoption, I don't have the day counter. Days in Liberia, I don't have that either. I will say that I really appreciate those of you that have helped with the fundraising efforts to try to get these kids' needs met and make it easier for these caregivers. The long-term dream is to expand this orphanage so they can take more kids in. They do turn away several kids. How many kids a week?
He said like 4 or 5 a month, I thought.
5 to 10 a month is what he told me, so
There you go.
5 to 10 a month. And my dream would be that there would never be a time that someone would be turned away that is in need. So it's a long process for them to get their kids in the orphanage. It's not just like they knock on the door and drop their kid off. It's a long process. I mean, it's not that lengthy. They have to get paperwork. They have to have it signed in front of, they have to have it notarized, and they have to have an affidavit of change of custody. And then they have to go to the courthouse and speak to the justice there and make sure that everybody understands. They have to bring a family member to witness. Our orphanage director actually goes to their villages, which sometimes is, 8, 9, 10 hours away. And some of the more remote areas, some of them are close. And he interviews the people in the village and asks about them and makes sure that their story is accurate. So he'll ask several people, especially if they say they don't know who the father is, he'll ask, has there ever been a man around or a father around? Does anyone know of a father that would have an interest in these children? Just to make sure he's getting the full truth. So we appreciate that about him. So yeah, buy some Noonday. Help these kids get some running water, solar panels that are a lot more efficient, a lot cheaper for them overall long term. It's a $2,500 project on the front end, so we're super excited about that. We have no idea how long we're going to be here, but we feel grateful and excited about the opportunities we've had to help. And to try to kind of bridge the gap for the parents. I think a lot of times, it's rare for parents to just come live in Liberia, and the orphanage director himself is not one to ask for a lot of help, and the agency director isn't either. So they're, in this crosshair of this long wait that's really out of their control, and they're pushing as hard as they can to get it done. And other families are here. The Bruce family's here as well, trying to push them. Lawyers are involved and everything, but the bottom line is that there's nothing else that we can do about the adoption process today, but we can reach out to you guys and ask for your help to get some of these basic needs met. So super excited for Paige and Rico to showcase the Noonday stuff that I left at home, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and we appreciate their support and help and encouragement in that way, in that unique way of, hey, we can do this for you. So, and also our neighbors. So our Duper is our neighbor next door, and I know Duper sometimes watches our videos, but he is our neighbor next door, and he's been parking his truck in our driveway, and he's been keeping an eye on our house. And of course we have lots of neighbors that, we have next door Bill, we have 2 doors down Bill, Palantir across the street, and Duper's next door. And there are, they just watch our house for us. Well, apparently there was a water break, and we think it was the lawn company that was mowing and cut a water line. They do that sometimes, and it hits our sprinklers. But Duper was he's been parking in our driveway because we all have big SUVs, and there's not enough driveway space for anybody. So you have to kind of ask your neighbor where you can park. She's been parking there. It makes it look like somebody lives there, which is great. We love that. And but he saw the water, so he was he called Jeremy and left a video and was like, "Hey, buddy, I'm seeing a water problem. I turned off your main line. I don't think that Duper knew exactly how to get in our house because he hadn't really asked. I mean, but there's a hidey key and there's a way to get in. So our neighbors across the street have a key to get in too. So we were like, okay. So we called our neighbor across the street, Paul Erminger, him and his wife are, watching our house as well, making sure our mail doesn't get lost. And one of their daughters is tasked with that for me, which I completely appreciate. So we called, and at first he didn't answer, and then he called us back, and we're like, hey, can you go over to our house and just, go inside and see if there's water anywhere? Like, if you can imagine being in Liberia and finding out that your 2-story house in Florida has a water main issue. So luckily, Duper had cut off the main water line. And so then I guess Paul went inside and, felt up and down the walls and looked at he also, I think, went and turned off our water heater for us, too. Right after we left. But he went, he's like, everything's dry inside, because we'd had a big rain. So we're like, oh, our roof really needs to be replaced. But we're waiting to do that until we figure out how much it costs to live in Liberia. So that's kind of on the docket for our expense list. But no, the inside of the house was totally dry. Luckily, we think it was the lawn company. Of course, the lawn company denies it. But then 2 doors down, Bill. So we have a guy next door that was Bill, and then 2 doors down, Bill. 2 doors down, Bill said he thinks he can fix it. Told Jeremy it wasn't a big deal, so our neighbors are on it. Not only did they see a problem, but they temporarily fixed it, called us, investigated the whole problem, and then unprompted, 2 doors down, Bill came back and was like, hey, I think I can fix this for you. And Jeremy didn't even ask him to fix it. And he's like, oh, I'll fix it. He's also the one that saw our garage open and was like, oh, we gotta shut this.
He said he will fix it. It's not fixed yet. But...
He will fix it, yeah. But he knows how to fix it.
Yeah.
So we feel really blessed and cared for in that way. I know a lot of our friends and family are just kind of I guess, I don't know, maybe sometimes it's just nice for them to have something helpful. I'm sure it broke Duper's heart to send us a video of water problems, because we know in Florida about water problems. But yeah, it was nice for him to be there. We feel very loved and encouraged by you guys, and we're hopeful that this will all end soon, and that the work that we're doing now to kind of help make some improvements at the orphanage that, maybe the agency was I'm sure the agency director probably thinks, gosh, I ask these people for thousands of dollars all the time. I don't know if they have any more. But we do, and our friends and family do, and people feel passionate about orphan care. I think I've told you guys before, there's 195 countries in the entire world, and in terms of financial stability and economic advantage, Liberia ranks 187th. Of course, the U.S., we're in the top 5, if not number 1. And economic prosperity, basically, is the statistic. So the 187th country. So clearly there's needs here, but when you're in this standoff and this inability to process adoptions, it really messes with the financial stability of the program. So there are obviously monthly bills, there's lease agreements that need to be paid, there's fees that have to be paid to all the governments, Liberia and the U.S., just to maintain a licensure of an orphanage in Liberia. It's costly. Not to mention just the building itself and all of that. So if you have a heart for that kind of thing and you want to make a tax deductible donation, then I can give you the link to our actual agency, and you can donate directly to them if you want to. So anyways, but yeah, we feel loved by our friends and family at home. We're glad our house is okay. We're glad Paige and Rico, you're excited to see Enrico. We're going to stay up late, but we don't care. It'll be 1 a.m. here when Rico and Paige do their thing, but you're going to stay up, aren't you, babe?
Yes.
Are you excited to see Rico model noonday? One of your ears is pierced too.
Yes.
Something to think about. All right. Anything else?
Not for me.
You're not going to come say anything at all to the people?
Well, you saw that I was busy.
Hi, people.
How about your guitar?
Mm-hmm.
You like your guitar?
I do.
You're not going to sing your Liberia song again?
It's
On a long, dusty road.
in Liberia.
No more?
No more.
Okay, that's all you guys get. Bye.